Hello, mates. Welcome to my first SMP. I don't know how else to explain this. So today I'm doing my first SMP. Like I've said. As you all know, I'm still using very low tech on that. So you may see a few dumb things. But I suck at intros. Still suck at intros. But if you have seen my first and second video, this is my third. Beginning to start doing some Minecraft. Some people like this. Wait, I called this an SMP, didn't I? I meant a Let's Play. Whoops. Because I am mostly going to be playing by myself. This whole thing. I've been doing a bit of Minecraft for a few years now. This is my first time doing a Let's Play. I think it might be more suiting to do something other than COD Mobile. Something else I can do besides that. And this is one of the only other things I can do at the moment. Doing this Let's Play. And I'm just starting out. I have so much low tech. I am currently very low tech. I've been Okay, I just paused the video for a second. Paused my recording software for a bit. Not really software, but just a thing. For a moment. I really don't know what to talk about. I'm just punching trees. I don't usually talk much when I'm playing Minecraft. Not always. Usually just to myself. Usually just to myself, and it's about random stuff that I was already talking about. But as you guys can see, I'm punching trees. I learned leaves. And for those who are wondering, I am playing Bedrock technically. Bedrock Edition technically. It is Pocket Edition, but Pocket and Bedrock are pretty much the same. Pocket is just the one available on phone. Bedrock is just the big name. I do not have access to Java yet. But this is the Minecraft I mostly grew up with. Hold on. Okay. Stop also. I'm doing this by the completely vanilla. So it's a completely vanilla Let's Play with me. I like mods, but I usually can't use them. It has been a while since I've started up again. Started up a new world. New world, and this is my first Let's Play. First time I'm recording it. Well, technically not. Recorded, but that was in a already previous built world and not a released video. Again, the people just seeing this and think I'm a bit boring. I probably am definitely boring. I'm kind of a little bored just watching me just punching these trees. So many of you would probably be yelling, craft an axe, do something. I don't know why I haven't crafted an axe yet. By the way, just an FYI, I'm not exactly like so many people that you've probably seen. I play a bit different. You're gonna definitely probably see that I play quite different than people that you have previously watched. You probably have previously watched. I get it. Some of you probably are gonna yell at me about that. People who see this Let's Play are gonna probably yell at me about doing some of this crap. Should become a bit more talkative during series. It should become a little more thing. I don't know what I'm doing exactly. Other than getting a bunch of wood. I am getting a bunch of wood because, well, I've never made it to the end truly. Gonna be honest. That is not my goal at all either. Well, sort of. But you're not gonna see me do it exactly. And I'm afraid I don't know all the tricks and stuff. So for a lot of this, you're probably not gonna see me be creating a bunch of these contraptions. Redstone, like a bunch of elaborate redstone contraptions for most of the series. For most of this. Which many of you are probably going to be turned off, and I don't know. I don't like that. I'm not a red crafter. I am no master of redstone. I know very little of redstone. Some of you might have told me to friggin' use my axe there. But I'm more of a long-time builder. I usually make a home, find a place to set up my base, usually set up my base, and then I live from that primary base. Once I build it. Is there any use to leaves? Because as far as I know, no. Not really. They were just here. Should have been hunting. I don't know why I wasn't hunting. Hunting for sheep early. Is that a spider? Oh, that's an abandoned nether portal. Already. Oh. Get a man. I may or may not have an obsession with pink. So, yeah, usually when I find a field of peony, I like peonies. Peonies, I feel like they're better pinks. They're a better flower. I like them. I like them a lot. I have a little organization of what I usually do. This is usually my loadout. So you're probably going to hate me for it, or maybe not. I don't know. Again, it's not like many others do. Probably not like what you've seen. Those that you've seen. You son of a... Anyone else always get bombarded by zombies? What do lodestones do? Again, I'm not a big factory-like person. I'm trying to learn that stuff, but still haven't. Or we're gonna end up forgetting about this place. Oh, then I'm gonna have a map. Just forgot I had a map. Drowned. By the way, apparently Nautilus shells are rare. They didn't used to be so rare. Hell, they used to basically be useless. I remember when they were just like, at least as far as I knew, they were useless. How is it when you go swimming? That's when you learn how to craft a boat. That's how you craft a boat. That's how you learn to craft a boat. Not when you grab wood. Didn't grab all this stuff. Some dark oak that way. So a lot of forest. Like a ton. Trying to find a place to make my base. And what type of base do I want? I usually make an underground base. Like usually, like most of the time my base is underground. I usually put a house on top, but then I live down below. So I do live in usually a home, but lately I've been living in just an underground one. This looks like a good spot. Ooh, that one. Like little island home. It's been a while. I think I might put it right there. Really, for those who don't know, rotten flesh is not, doesn't always give you hunger. Has a low percentage of giving you no hunger. It just has a high percentage of giving you hunger. Raw chicken and rotten flesh have percentages of giving you hunger. Rotten flesh just has a way bigger percentage. For those who don't know. So it means there is a chance to not get hunger from rotten flesh. I know that because it's happened. By the way, poison doesn't exactly kill you. At least low-grade poisons. Stuff like that you get from a spider eye. I don't know about the real big poisons. I know they kill you faster, but they only take you down to half a heart. Not necessarily killing you. Yeah, I think this might be a good place to set up. Not what I wanted to grab. I thought it was on my food. I don't know. Should I set up here? I think I'll leave that up to, I guess, whoever watches this. For next vid, I think I'll more or less set up for just create a little temporary thing, I guess, for now. what I will do, I suppose what I'll do is I'm going to set up a temporary, like, base. Temporary base here, and whoever watches this, hopefully people do watch this, and if you do watch this, leave a comment if you guys do want to keep, if you guys were interested in this, wanted to see it, you want to see more of this, leave a comment on if you want to see more, and suggestions and all that fun stuff. What things you might want me to do. But most importantly for now, the most comments I really want to hear, for those who want to see it, is to tell me where to set up. And, like, what base should I set up? What should I set up as my primary base, and where? Should I set up here on this island? Here on this island, continent? In this zone, on this front? Somewhere over that way, towards the forest more? Clearing over where I was before I went over here? Or should I set up in the water? Should I set up in the water? Should I set up on one of those little islands? Let me know. Let me know what you might want to see. If this is something that you want to see. Let me know if that's something you want to see. And if this is a series that you might enjoy. If this series is something you enjoy. This was definitely a boring episode. This was definitely a boring one. All I've done is really is find a bit of loot. Punch a tree for, what, 5 minutes? For the first 5 minutes. Basically be silent. All that. I'm still working on being more talkative, I guess. Oh, look, iron. Should I set up in a mine like this? It's like in this big chasm. I think I will do that for now. Because there is a bunch of materials that I need from here right now. The Iron Empire rises again already. You'll learn what I call myself in this series. I have a whole thing about Iron Empire. Of a whole Iron Empire. Because, I think I'm pretty lucky with iron. At least I get pretty lucky with iron sometimes. There's been a few times I haven't, but usually I do. So I become the Iron King / Queen. There's a slash because so what I am. I think we're gonna burrow into side cook this coal and then burrow on the side, I guess. Just gonna bring water up. And then I'm gonna sign off. Sorry to cut it short, but we're already reaching 27 minutes. I want to try and keep these shorter. Trying to save data for me, storage, and try and keep them much shorter to upload faster. Again, I hope this is something you guys did enjoy. Well, I guess not this first episode. But I hope this will be a series that you guys would want me to see how I do. If I do good, thank you. If I do good, I do good. I'm glad. I'm glad I did better than this. Like, I'm not saying I'm a pro, by the way. I ain't no pro. But I do know a lot of things about this. I do know what I'm doing. For the most part. I'm gonna say, oh, I'm God, I am magnificent, I am great at this game. I know, I am so goated. You will find out I am not. I will die. I definitely will eventually die. It'll be quite a few times that I die, probably. Hey, whoever does watch this, watches each episode, please keep a counter of how many times I die. Just want to be. I just think it might be funny. Because I usually lose track. Because I don't count. I don't like to die. Especially when I die in such a bad spot. Like dying very far away and then dying very far away and then I have to get all my stuff back. And by the way, again, this is vanilla. We are doing this is a vanilla playthrough. No mods, no cheats, no nothing. Just me. For those who do know, they did add hardcore to this. If a hardcore playthrough would be something you guys would be interested in seeing me do. Again, I know none of you know me. I'm not a big name. So I know not many people are going to see this. But for those who do, and are a bit interested in seeing this, leave a like. Well, I guess not. You don't have to leave a like, by the way. I'd prefer it. But leave a comment if you've seen this and you're interested in seeing how I do. I don't know. I'm still working on what to say, what I shouldn't say. I don't know. I'm still very new at this. And we've reached 30 minutes, so are we long enough? Thank you for whoever watches this. Thank you for watching. I don't know if you watched it fully through. I hope you did. I hope it wasn't too boring. That one was a bit boring on my side. I didn't really do much. I plan to do better. And if you have advice for how I should do better, leave a comment. Leave a comment on all that. Whoever sees this, leave a comment on if you want me to continue. See how a new creator, new person like me, does this. How they work in this game. If not, it's fine. No judge. I still hope that you do enjoy. And all that. So yeah. Still working on outros and intros. But that's about it. Stay frosty and hopefully I see you next time. Later.